Hey curl friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Jazz and I'm here with another quick video for you. Today we are going to perfect this Flexi rod set. So this is all going to be about technique. I will still list the products I'm using in the description box, but I want you to get that Flexi rod to stay in place. I want you to get that smooth, neat curl, and I want you to get bouncy, beautiful curls to last you through the week. As always, I'm starting off with freshly washed and deep conditioned hair. I've already started with the back of my head. I'm going to be using a leave-in conditioner and a gel for styling. I will list the products I'm using in the description box, but this is mainly going to be about technique. So with any product I use, I make sure I brush the product through completely. Now this is going to be something that you want to make sure you do because you don't want to leave out any strands, and then when your style is complete, you may not have the shine or the moisture that the rest of your hair has. And I will be adding the gel to each section, not my entire head. Now the main thing for me with any set is to make sure your hair is smooth. So if you have to stop and smooth your hair, make sure you do that. So with my technique, I like to wrap my hair in a circular motion around the Flexi rod. I don't form my hair into the shape of the rod, if that makes sense. So, and then once you finish, you kind of get a little twist and you bring it down over the front of the root of your hair in the opposite direction that you are twisting. So like in this sense, I'm twisting clockwise. When I close the rod, I want to twist it the opposite direction of how I'm twisting my hair. So once I finish this, and if you need to add a little gel product to make your hair stick, that will help as well. So I used 18 Flexi rods, but I ran out at the end. So I'm using the orange size, which is very close in size to the blue ones, just a little shorter. So here we are at the front. I just did a side part, nothing really fancy. And I did 18 sections all together. Now, when you are starting off your twist, you want to make sure that your root is as tight as possible. So that's going to reduce any unnecessary frizziness at the root. But also, once you finish the Flexi rod, you're going to see here how I twist just to make sure that it is as tight as possible. So you twist and then close across in the opposite direction. So I'm going to show you here one last time, making sure you are tight at the roots, nice, neat rotations. And then once you get to the end of the section that you're doing, you want to wrap your hair on top of itself, that last little piece, which is going to help it keep in place versus trying to get it to stick to the rod. And then you do that one twist and across the front. Very easy, simple. Replay these. You can do this. You can master this. I only did 18, and I did have one little strange piece of hair that did not want to get into a rod, but she made it through. And one major thing, I did air dry. So you want to make sure that your hair is completely 100% dry in order to have success. So I air dried overnight. If you don't have enough time, sit underneath the dryer for about 30 minutes or as long as you can take it just to get that drying process started, and then air dry overnight. Now look at these results. It's so worth taking your time. Make sure you're doing it neatly and you'll get perfect curls every time. And I will list the products I use, the size Flexi rods I use, and all that information will be in the description box. Now, this is the part where you pretty much turn this into your own thing. Now, I like definition, so I like to do less on day one. I will separate with a little bit of oil on my hands, and I do tug on each section to give myself a little bit more stretch because I don't like to stretch it out after I've separated. So I kind of like to let my styles grow over time, as you all know. But simple, I think I separated each section into about maybe 5 or 6 times, depending on the size of the curl. But I did not want to ruin any definition, so I'm doing the least amount of separating on day one. But you can make this as big or fluffy or full as you want. But for me, I kind of want to live in that definition on day one and let it get bigger over throughout the week. I love doing a flexi rod set with larger sections. I only did 18. As you know, I'm known to do maybe like 40 or 45, just to be on the extreme side. So this is a quick hairstyle once you get the technique down. And then for nighttime routine, I'll simply just pull this up into a pineapple. I do have that on one of my previous videos. It's actually in the title of the video that I included, the nighttime routine, if you want to check that out. So I will fluff out my roots. I have no problem doing that on day one, just to give it a little bit more shape, but that will be about it. So comment down below, let me know, have you mastered the flexi rod set yet? And which do you prefer, flexi or perm rod set? Which ones do you think are easier? I think for me, starting out, I was able to learn my technique better with the flexi rod set because I do the same process with a perm rod set. They're just simply smaller. I will suggest practicing on larger sections. That is the best way to master doing this, whether you're doing flexi or perm rod set. Comment down below, let me know which styles do you want me to go into more detail for you so that you can get those styles just right. But as always, thanks for watching. Bye bye.